Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to one of the 4 superstars who will be competing in a fatal 4-way match at No Way Out for the right to challenge the World Heavyweight Champion at Wrestlemania. And tonight, all 4 contenders will be in the ring in tag team action. You will be facing Matt Hardy and Bobby Lashley, and your partner will be...
Leave me alone! I mean it, Randy. I don't want anything to do with you.
Jillian, you get your ass back here right now. Don't you run away from me. What are you jerks looking at? Why don't you mind your own damn business?
Your partner will be Randy Orton. Well, we've reached the main event tonight on Smackdown, and here comes a man I suppose you could say we heard from earlier tonight.
Cole, I gotta ask you, what the heck was all that about before? Jillian Hall looked like she was running away from Randy Orton. Orton looking like he was gonna blow a gasket. What gives?
I've no earthly idea, Taz. I'd say you saw what I saw.
Yeah, but I was out here working for a living, and you were right there. Didn't you used to be like a journalist or something like that? And all you can say is, I have no earthly idea? I'll tell you what, that's some crackerjack reporting right there. Oh, God.
From Death Valley.
It's a sold-out crowd tonight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Michael Cole and Taz here, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, it's always great to be back in Philly, no doubt about that, Cole. Well, I've got a little bit of history in this town, you know what I'm saying?
The city of brotherly love might have been the hometown of ECW, but I think the Smackdown superstars are going to redefine extreme here tonight. He saw that one coming.
You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious. Oh, man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
Wow, great reversal. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. The thing you gotta remember about the Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head of his opponent. If you can keep your cool, and keep your head together in the ring with him, you're halfway home.
But you're not taking into account the power and experience of the dead man, Taz. Surely you can't forget about that.
Well, you see, that's the other 50%. Good luck with that, if you know what I'm saying. And by the way, let me ask you a question. You call me Shirley? What tags are the best way to win a match like this, Cole? No, not for nothing. No disrespect. Why does Matt Hardy just get a packet in the call of the day?
I don't think you're ever going to see that from Matt Hardy, Taz. He said it himself. He will not die.
He slipped out of that one. I don't know, Cole. I'm kind of unsure about Randy Orton. I mean, he's a pretty boy, let's face it. He's accomplished a couple of big things, but I still think that he's about 90% hype.
A couple of big things? You mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history? Making a career of killing legends? Having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade?
Look, that all sounds fine and well, real impressive on paper, but Evolution was backing him up on half of that stuff. And remember, all that happened on Raw. It didn't happen here on Smackdown. We got a little bit of a different level of competition. You know what I'm saying?
I don't entirely disagree with that, Taz, but I still think you're selling Orton short. There's no question in my mind that he's one of the most exciting young superstars in all of sports entertainment.
Yeah, well, you know what? I still think Randy Orton's just a cocky punk who's gonna get his sooner than later. And it might happen right here tonight.
And there's the reversal. Bobby Lashley is about as impressive a specimen as there is in WWE.
Hey, look, Lashley's got all the tools to be a champion. And
there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
you're not kidding, Cole. Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep... Oh boy, I hope this superstar wasn't planning on reproducing, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess adoption is still an option, right?
Here's a move that'll have you singing soprano afterward.
And that ring rope is even less forgiving than it looks, folks. This is not a position you want to find yourself in. The referee saw the tag. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant... He may get the 3 count right here.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry you were disturbed. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell...
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love it, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience. He could hit his opponent right here.
Here are your winners, Randy Orton and The Undertaker.
No, Randy!
Come on, Jillian. What's your problem?
My problem? You're my problem, Randy. Now get lost!
I'm not going anywhere until...
Hey, is that the way you treat a lady?
What the lady wants is between the lady and me, Bobby. So I suggest you keep walking.
Me, the ring, tonight. Come on, Jillian. Let's get you out of here.
What a relief for Jillian Hall that Bobby Lashley was right there.
Bobby Lashley acting all gentlemanly-like? Who would have thunk it?
We've just received word that a match has been made between Bobby Lashley and Randy Orton for later tonight. But right now, it's time to watch the other two contenders involved in the No Way Out Fatal 4-Way in action.
And I'm real interested to see how Matt Hardy does in this match. He could be a real dark horse in the #1 contender race. He's got the skills, and he's got the experience, and he knows that he's got an opportunity for the gold.
And the opponent,
Houston, Texas is home to Smackdown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. And you know what? I've always wanted to say this. Houston, we got a problem. Actually, we got a problem because SmackDown's in town.
You've got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down. I don't think there's a superstar on the roster with as much drive and determination as Matt Hardy, and these fans certainly react to that.
Yeah, well, they might react even better to a win every now and then, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, excuse me, Taz, but I didn't hear a bell. The match is still going on last I checked. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of... Oh, man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here. I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom. Great reversal! Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the...
How humiliating to get hit with your own finisher like that. And there's the pin. 1, 2. Is that it? No, only a 2 count.
There's the cover.
1, 2.
If there's a more overrated superstar on SmackDown roster than Matt Hardy, can you please rise?
Overrated?
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in. Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No doubt, Cole. If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easy.
It looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent.
And what a way to do it. A tombstone pile driver. He's going for the cover, Cole.
1, 2, 3.
Teddy, you've got to do something about Jillian. Randy Orton won't leave her alone. It's making her a total wreck. She needs help.
I wished I could do something, baby girl. But unless Jillian says something incriminating about him, I can't act on anything.
But Teddy, everyone in this room knows that Orton took him out.
It sure looks that way, player. But if Jillian doesn't claim that Orton's lying about being with her when player was attacked, I can't touch him. He thinks Orton was the one who did it too. But the problem is, he didn't actually see anything.
So what? We're just gonna let him get away with this?
I ain't letting him get away with nothing, player. Now, I might not be able to fine or suspend or fire him, but I can put him in a match. A handicap match with the two of you tonight. Now, maybe that'll teach him a lesson.
I'll go talk to Jillian. Maybe I can get her to open up and admit what Orton's up to.
Sounds good to me. Orton ain't gonna get away with this, believe that.
At the risk of losing some objectivity, I have to admit I'm glad Teddy Long made this next match, Taz. I know he can't officially punish Orton, but it seems obvious that Orton needs to be put in his place.
Yeah, I'm all for due process and innocent until proven guilty and all that good stuff, but let's face it, Orton took out Bobby Lashley because Lashley didn't like the way Orton was treating Jillian.
I don't think any of us did, Taz, and Bobby Lashley had the integrity and guts to do something about it, even if he paid the price.
And the opponent, from Canada,
The Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, is home to Smackdown tonight, and what a show we've got for you.
Without a doubt, Cole, tonight's show is going to be off the chart.
You know it, partner. The Smackdown superstars are ready for action, and I can't wait to get started.
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
No doubt, Cole. There ain't no way you're going to win a match if you're out of gas 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one...
I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. I don't think there's a superstar on the roster with as much... There's the cover! Can he do it? 1, 2... Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything... Oh my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive.
Look at this! You don't often see a superstar's own finishing move used against them like this.
He's 3 seconds away from a win.
1, 2, 3...
here are your winners, The Undertaker and Matt Hardy.
Hey man, it's Matt. Hopefully we beat some sense into Randy Orton's thick skull out there tonight. And listen, I'm gonna take Jillian home, just in case Orton decides he wants to take out his frustrations on her. I'll be there to make sure that doesn't happen, so don't worry about it. Call me if anything comes up. I'll see you next week. V1 out.
Matt! That sounded like Jillian Hall.
Holy cow! That's Matt Hardy!
He went that way.
Oh my God! What the hell's going on around here?
I think Teddy Long's going to want to know about this.
Are you telling me that Jillian took Matt Hardy out?
Seems that way to me, partner. And for all we know, she might have gotten to Bobby Lashley.
Hey, player, it's Theodore Long. So it looks like sweet, innocent Jillian Hall was helping Randy Orton all along by taking out his opponents for no way out. Matt Hardy's gonna be okay, but he's not going to be able to compete this Sunday. It looks like you and Orton are the only superstars left from the original four. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna change things up a little bit. Since Melina and Jillian have had their hands in all this already, I'm changing your No Way Out match into a mixed tag team match to determine if you and Orton will be the new #1 contender at Wrestlemania. And so tonight, I've scheduled a singles match between you and Orton, and a singles match featuring Melina versus Jillian. Now that'll put some butts in the seats. Good luck out there tonight, player. Holla.
Orton has successfully changed the fatal four-way match at No Way Out into a mixed tag team match, and you've got to think that improves his odds of victory. And if he and Jillian win that match, Orton gets a title opportunity at WrestleMania.
And I'd say you gotta like his chances, especially if his partner, Jillian Hall, finds a way to bring that lead pipe into the ring.
And the opponent,
Houston, Texas is home to Smackdown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely, Cole. And you know what? I've always wanted to say this. Houston, we got a problem. Actually, we don't have a problem because Smackdown's in town.
You got that right, partner. The Space City loves Smackdown, and the superstars are not going to let them down.
they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover neither. You gotta stay on him and wear him down.
Well, what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay on offense, that could have a disastrous result.
I'll tell you what, Cole. Let me talk about what it's like to win a match like this, and you can cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? These WWE fans just can't...
And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole. There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we're going to see that fire go out pronto. That was a textbook reversal. You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The dead man has proven himself time and time again. I highly doubt that that would change if he lost this match, which I don't think he's in danger of doing, by the way.
Taker's earned his rep, no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. But you gotta know when to call it a day, Cole. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you could sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Hey, Cole, don't put words in my mouth. The dead man has been on top of this business for a very long time. But the thing about being on top is there's nowhere to go but down.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
He's had enough. This could be it.
This is it. The last ride. Oh, God. You can just feel the impact from here. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were... Uh-oh. You know what's coming next, Cole.
Tombstone pile driver. How many superstars have fallen victim to that over the years? He's got him covered.
1, 2. Come on. That had to be 3. These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where he could pin his opponent right here. 1, 2.
Here's your winner, The Undertaker.
I've got to admit, Jillian Hall suckered me in with her innocent victim routine. But I gotta say, I'm actually kind of impressed that she managed to take out Bobby Lashley and Matt Hardy. But I guess that's pretty easy when you're clocking guys on the back of the head with a metal pipe.
I think so, Taz. I can't believe Jillian would stoop to that level. Plus, it's hard to believe that Jillian and Randy were really working together all along. I mean, the way he was treating her and all, seems that it was just an act.
The thing is, Cole, I don't even know if taking out the competition was her idea or Randy's. All I know is if you're Randy Orton and you've got a looker like Jillian on your side who's willing to do just...
And the opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Melina.
The Mile High City, Denver, Colorado, is home to the Smackdown tonight, and what a show we got for you.
Without a doubt, Cole, tonight's show is going to be off the chart.
You know it, partner. The Smackdown superstars are ready for action, and I can't wait to get started. What a counter that was! Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
These superstars have been going hard.
What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. And there's the reversal.
You know, Cole, wow. Now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say? It's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
Oh, man, these fans. Oh, man, this ain't gonna be pretty. Those fish shots in the turnbuckle.
Blow after blow after blow. When's it going to end?
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. I'll tell you, all the WWE superstars are legit tough guys. But these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole, intensity. You gotta stay on your opponent until one of you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz. I think that's exactly what they've got in mind. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
You know, instead of showboating to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
Come on, Taz. You're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
And even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you...
Oh, boy. We know where this is going.
We sure do. Face first, right into the ground. What a face buster. He could hit his opponent right here.
Here's your winner, Melina.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WWE pay-per-view No Way Out. And here comes the first couple of controversy around here who might have just successfully schemed their way to a WrestleMania main event. Randy Orton and Jillian Hall.
No kidding. You know, I don't remember the last time I've heard so much at stake in a mixed tag match. But remember, this match was originally supposed to be a fatal four-way, but now we're down to just two of the original four competitors.
And thanks to Jillian Hall and her trusty metal pipe, which I noticed she's not allowed to bring to the ring tonight. You know, this man is certainly lucky that his partner intervened when she did, or he would have joined Bobby Lashley and Matt Hardy on the injured list thanks to Jillian Hall.
Yeah, it's also nice to have someone watching your back. Who knows? Maybe this will be the start of something between these two.
He could certainly do a lot worse, that's for sure.
Gee, you think? Thank you, Captain Obvious. God, you turned my stomach.
Reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. No, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champ in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. He could pin his opponent right here.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later. There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here. Great reversal.
You know, there's no doubt that The Undertaker is one of the most impressive superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring. But you know what, Cole? You're only as good as your last match.
How can you say that, Taz? The dead man has proven himself time and time again. I highly doubt that would change if he lost his match, which I don't think he's in danger of doing, by the way.
Taker's earned his rep, no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. But you gotta know when to call it a day, Cole. There's a fine line between legend and has-been.
I can't believe you could sit here and even imply that The Undertaker might be a has-been. That could be hazardous to your health.
Hey, Cole, don't put words in my mouth. The dead man has been on top of this business for a very long time. But the thing about being on top is there's nowhere to go but down.
Sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their mind.
That was a textbook reversal. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the
Someone's going for a ride, Cole!
And it looks like it's the last ride! I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the dead man's been there. This guy might not have enough to kick out. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You
know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either. You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then it could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a junker like you all the time.
Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, it looks like he's decided to finish off his opponent. And what a way to do it. A tombstone pile driver.
He may get the 3 count right here.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are.
They did it. They won their mixed tag team match at No Way Out. And this means he's going to WrestleMania to compete for the World Heavyweight title.
Man, Orton and Jillian took every shortcut in the book, but it still wasn't enough to get the job done.
Well, maybe there's some justice in the world. In my opinion, a superstar should have to earn his way to WrestleMania with hard work, integrity, and convincing victories over the best competition in the world, not by underhandedly taking out the competition outside the ring. Call me old-fashioned.